Hello and welcome to another math session. Today we're going to continue with our lesson number 4 from unit number 4, equations and word problems. Our teaching point for today is I can write multiplication and division equations to solve comparison problems. Alright, so today is Thursday, March 26, 2020. Alright, our lesson for today is named multiplication comparisons. Remember that we're supposed to have our date, lesson name, then our teaching point, and then our quick practice written in our notebook in the same order that I'm saying, right? So let's take a quick look at our quick practice for today. Right here we have a situation where you are given different features, different hints by place value. So this lady Vicky has a riddle right here. So I am a 5-digit number, so that means that you're already in the thousands, in the 10,000s already. So in every place value, they're giving you a trait that you need to guess or actually reason so you can come up with your answer. So what is the number in Vicky's riddle? I want to see that in your answers. I won't give you the answer today because if I give it to you, then probably we don't try. Alright, so let's move on to our next one. Multiplication comparisons. So we're going to be taking a look at comparisons using multiplication and division. The same way that we tried before with subtraction and addition. Then we're going to try with multiplication and division. But let's take a look at our vocabulary word for today. Compare. What is that compare? Compare is basically to view something in relation to another. In math, for example, to compare means to examine the differences between numbers, quantities, or values to decide if it is greater than, smaller than, or equal to another quantity. Alright? So let's take a look at what we have here in this time. So to prepare for a family gathering, Sarah and Ryan made soup. Sarah made 2 quarts and Ryan made 6 quarts. Remember that quarts is a unit of measurement that relates to volume. You can compare amounts using multiplication and division as I stated before. If we take a look right here at these comparison bars, which is the way that we call this graphic way to represent the situation, we have Ryan and Sarah. We're going to use R to represent Ryan for short, and then we're going to use S to represent Sarah for short as well, right? So let R equal the number of quarts Ryan made, which is 6. If we divide it in equal pieces, then we have 3 equal pieces. And then let S equal the number of quarts Sarah made. In this case, as we read before, she only made 2 quarts. Alright? So the comparison goes as follows. Ryan made 3 times as many quarts as Sarah. So if we take a look, she only has 1 piece, which is equal to 2. But he has 3 pieces, the same size as she has. We're going to see many times comparison like this, where we use the words as many as. Probably you won't be seeing like more than, less than, or so, something like that, because you will need to identify the type of situation that is behind. It is implicit. You need to discover it. So this means that we need to read, but if we don't get it the first time, we reread and we highlight those keywords that tell us what the operation might be. So Ryan made 3 times. 3 times? That sounds a lot like multiplication right there. As many quarts as Sarah. But just because it sounds like multiplication, it doesn't mean that I can try division, because I know that the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So that way I can relate them and actually come up with my answer with any of these two. Alright, so let's take a look at the equation that they came up with. So R, that represents Ryan, is equal to what? It says that Ryan made 3 times as many as Sarah. So I have my 3 times right here, as many as who? Since it is same times, that means that I'm going to multiply by how many? By Sarah's quarts right here. So I have 3 times his. That if I multiply that 3 times 2, I will get 6, which is the total amount that Ryan has. That is correct. Or if I try division, in this case, I got Sarah, which is 2 right here. And that is equal to Ryan's quarts divided by 3, because Ryan has 3 times as many as she has. So if we use division, the case will be the opposite. Right here I have an example to illustrate this a little bit more. There are 24 students in the science club, right? There are 2 times as many students in the drama club. So far I already know that there are 24 students in the science club, but they're not telling me explicitly how many we have in the drama club. They're only telling me that I have 2 times as many in the drama club as in the science one. So how many students are in the drama club? So if I draw my comparison bars, which is how you're going to present every problem in this case, because you're supposed to use this type of comparison bars to illustrate the problem in this situation, so we can see the comparison going on. So I'm going to use these boxes right here, science with S for short and drama with D for short, right? So they're telling me that there are 24 students in the science club. So right there I got my 24 students in the science club. But they're telling me that there are 2 times as many students in the drama club. So that means that if I double up this 24, I will know how many I have in the drama club. So right there, I have the first 24, and then I doubled up that amount, and then I have 24 and 24, 2 groups of 24 actually. So that would add up to 48. Now they're asking me to write an equation to solve the problem. Right here, we said that D represents drama, right? And the question is asking us about the drama club ones. So the drama students is equal, right here in the second sentence, is that there are 2 times as many science students in the drama club. So right there I have that drama club students is equal to 2 times science club students. So if I change the value of x, in this case 24, I will have 2 times 24, and then that will equal to 48 students. So I can see that this way, using equations and actually the comparison bars, come up with the same answer. Right here on the first one, comparison bar, I have a visual way, and then I can translate the problem into an equation. Alright? So for your independent work, you're going to be working on several cases like this. You're given a problem where it says Natasha made 12 quarts of soup, Manuel made 3 quarts. So you're going to have one bar that represents Natasha, and then you're going to have Manuel with another one that represents the amount of quarts that he has. So you're going to follow step by step right there. Try not to skip any, because the next one depends on the previous one. So if you skip one, then probably you won't know actually, or won't be able to complete the next one. Then these 3, we're going to try the same comparison bars, and then you come up with either a multiplication or division equation. always remember to show your work, because that way I can see the reasoning that you're taking to complete this exercise, right? So that was all for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson, that you can actually complete this activity without any wrinkles